Dustin Rhodes is focused on Raven. It's all he's thought about for the last month after what Raven did to him on the last pay-per-view. This is his chance, something that his father did, something he's done, something he's familiar with. The bull rope. He's going to be hooked to that bull rope with Raven, and now Raven can't get out of his sight.
Well, you're right. And against all odds, Raven, he quite frankly went over the line. The post-match beatdown on Dustin came after he had rendered him defenseless. He locked him in a straitjacket. And Raven, the master manipulator, he loves to play the mind game. He's publicly questioned why he should be scared or intimidated by this rematch. You know, he feels that his evil mind has cooked up so many big matches, like Clockwork Orange. Well, one reason that you might consider, Raven, is that you're playing right into the hands of Dustin Rhodes.
I'll tell you something, though. Dustin Rhodes is going to have to be on his game. He's going to have to be sharp because we're talking about the diabolical Raven. We're talking about somebody that doesn't think the way normal people think. So it's hard to prepare for. Dustin Rhodes is going to have to rely on his strength. He's going to have to take advantage of every opportunity he has if he wants to come through victorious in this match.
You made a great point earlier, Don, because for over 30 years, it's been synonymous with his family. Let's face it, the Bullrope Match and the Rhodes name, they just fit together. Dusty put it on the wrestling map, and Dustin plans to use it tonight to exact some revenge against Raven.
Well, you got to think advantage Rhodes just because of the teacher aspect that he's lived with in his life.
The familiarity that he has with the match. So many bull rope matches that he's had in his 15-year career.
And I'll tell you what, keep your eye on that bell in the middle of that rope because it can be used to inflict so much damage. Wait a minute, what's Raven doing right there? He's walking out, not wanting to get tied up, and telling you what, this match isn't going to go, Raven, until you agree to it.
Yeah,
there he goes.
For someone who's told us for the past several weeks,
but look at what Raven's doing right here.
But he's not intimidated.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh! That's what Dustin Rhodes needed to do.
That's the way you shorten the distance.
Oh, absolutely. You got to bring the fight first, and he brought the fight right to Raven. Wow. Using those steel trusses that are going to be used for Ultimate X Challenge later. I'll tell you what, Dustin Rhodes, what a way to start.
And, you talked about that weapon, that cowbell right in the middle of the bull rope. Wild swing and a miss by Dustin, and now Raven from the apron.
Oh, but look at that. Rhodes just uses his leverage that he had on the low ground right there and just pulled Raven right into the rail.
Dustin rocks him with the right hand, and now Dustin heads back toward the ring. You're going to try and bring Raven with him. Again, that's one of the great aspects of the bull rope match. Your opponent, he can't run and he can't hide.
I'll tell you what, though, it can backfire on you too when you need a little distance, when you need to get away, when your opponent has got the advantage and you need a little room, that bull rope becomes an albatross.
Check this out.
Oh, Dustin Rhodes in total control.
Great shot from the corner cam. Close-up look at Raven. You know, overall, Raven has a slight experience edge, I think a couple of years over Dustin Rhodes. But as we said earlier, when it comes to experience in this kind of a match, the bull rope match, Dustin Rhodes, he's a master.
I'm telling you right now, Dustin Rhodes obviously watched all the tape and the film of the American Dream. Dustin Rhodes in this same exact type match because it's been all Rhodes in this.
You know, he not only watched the tape, he was there to watch it live throughout Dusty's career. You know, Dustin was there and a part of this. And watch Dustin, now he's got that rope tied right around the neck of Raven.
No, he's just pulling with it with all his worth and choking Raven at the spot that Raven's been familiar with in TNA. This guy's been hung. He's been taking everything but shot, basically. And he can still come back for more. Don't count him out. But Dustin Rhodes wants to do this quick. He wants to embarrass Raven.
Yeah, he wants to get some revenge for what happened a month ago when he was locked into a straight. And beaten senseless.
Well, that was a high-risk move on Dustin Rhodes' part. You know, you've got the advantage. It's all going your way. I think he got a little greedy when he tried to climb the rope. You got to know Raven's going to be smart enough when the opponent's off balance to use it against him.
I think you said it best earlier. You said that he wanted to close this thing out and get the victory now. Raven going to introduce a steel chair to the match and now wedging it between the top and middle rope.
Well, I'll tell you one thing that Raven does have. He's got the experience of the victory over Dustin Rhodes as he had on the last pay-per-view, and he just set the chair up and sent him right into it, and that's what I'm talking about. about the mind of Raven. I'm telling you, you've got to finish him off when you can. You cannot give him any leeway.
The momentum, the impact of Dustin Rhodes drove that steel chair onto the floor. Raven obviously has further plans, slides it back in, and then using that cowbell repeatedly on the leg and knee of Dustin.
I'll tell you what, though, you can see that Raven's hurting. I mean, think of the shots that he's taken already. Oh, but look at this. Oh! The point of the chair right there into the back of the neck. That's just vicious. Oh, no, setting him up right here. This is wrong.
Oh, my!
Man!
Dustin's face against the steel chair. Raven drives the elbow down and now heads up to the middle rope.
Here he goes. Oh! Dustin Rhodes, though, gets out of the way just in time.
Smart move by Dustin to avoid the contact.
I'll tell you what, though,
that could have been serious. That could have been a victory for Raven.
I'll tell you what, though, if Dustin Rhodes can slam Raven into those steel dresses, I can't fault Raven for using a chair. Oh, look at that. Oh, the rope burn. Think about the rope burn right there. Ooh, that hurts.
Again, the experience factor of Dustin. Drop down, right hand, momentarily rocks Raven. Dustin right back up to his feet, takes him up. Inverted atomic drop, follow-up move is the clothesline off the ropes.
I'll tell you what, Dustin Rhodes and Raven both have been impressive in this, how they've been able to fight back against the odds. But right now, I'm just going to tell you, Dustin Rhodes has shown, you can tell he's prepared for this, I guess is what I'm trying to say. It's been on his mind, it's been his focus, and he is putting the game plan to perfection.
From the very second that he arrived in TNA, Dustin Rhodes has been talking about becoming NWA World's Heavyweight Champion. But a little detour in our pay-per-view last month forced him into this situation where he demanded this bullrope match. He's got Raven. Can he go for the bulldog here out of the corner?
See there too, he's got the bell set right up there on the head of Raven. This can be absolute double whammy. Oh, but Raven, again, I think Dustin got a little greedy. He should have just went for it. Raven took advantage of the hesitation and caught his breath.
Well, he had a great idea. You're right, the cowbell right in place. He was going to bulldog him head first right onto the cowbell.
I don't think
he has no idea that Raven's got the steel chair.
That's exactly what I was going to say. I don't think he realized it.
Oh, we were both wrong. I guess he went for the wild swing. Maybe not. Maybe he didn't know the chair was there.
Oh, man, he's in pain. He's in pain. That's the diabolicalness of Raven. Always one step ahead. No! Did you just see that? Dustin Rhodes was ahead, too. He got it.
That's the way you do it. The former WWE Intercontinental Champ, the multi-time WCW US Champ.
What's going on right here?
And now what?
What's Team Canada doing in there?
Dustin playing out Team Canada. Rude, Brown, Young.
Wrong. This is ridiculous. The match is over.
Well, obviously, Coach DeMore and the Canadians have a game plan, and they're putting it to perfection here. Let's go.
Here comes America's Most Wanted. Oh, you can see this heating up again.
AFW and Team Canada, boy, you're right, Don. We've seen it in the past, and it looks like we're seeing it again here at Destination X.
You see Rhodes and Bobby Roode right there. Look at that. Walk in. Chris Harris takes out a Rhodes and puts him down. Dustin Rhodes has the chair in hand. Is he going to use it? Oh, Team Canada bails.
You know, we've seen them as a team before in six-man tag team action. AMW to help out Dustin Rhodes against the Canadians.